Well, far right and far left protesters have a history of clashing in the Pacific Northwest, especially in Portland. And as we saw over the past few weekends, it can lead to some high tensions between those groups.
It certainly can. And one researcher and professor at Portland State University has been studying the white nationalist movement and the response then from anti-fascists. So joining us now, Alexander Reid Ross joins us to explain some more. And thank you so much for joining us, because this is something that we all have seen happen and develop over the past few years, but it's hard to really understand how we got here. So can you first describe a little bit about your research?
So what I've been doing is I've been collecting data on intimidation, assaults, and harassment of anti-racist protesters since the George Floyd killing. I found about 520 at this point in just over a couple months, and about 300 plus counties across the United States. So not a little bit of data.
Yeah, and so what is the deal with Portland specifically and the Pacific Northwest? I mean, why do we see these protests play out the way that they do here, and these counter protesters that show up, but the two kind of extreme opposite groups?
Well, I think part of it is a sort of rough and tumble sort of pioneer history of Portland and the Pacific Northwest. There's a kind of strong anti-authoritarian bent, further away from Washington, D.C., pretty rowdy place, I guess. And then there's also that sort of layer of racism in the history of Oregon that has been opposed on various fronts. Oregon obviously was a Klan state in the 1920s, had a pretty big interwar fascist movement, and then after that became one of the sort of home bases for the militia movement. And Portland's a liberal city. A lot of people come here from all over the place, and they want to make it their home, and they want to be safe. So it becomes a political flashpoint.
Yeah, weird mix for sure.
Yeah, and another thing that I was talking about on CBSN the other day was how a lot of these groups also travel to Portland. So sometimes people will be coming from other states in the Pacific Northwest and traveling to Portland in order to demonstrate. And then they're obviously met again with those counter protests here. And so what is something that's unique about these groups?
Well, so I guess, the Proud Boys and there are some white nationalist groups who are coming here because they really hate Portland as portrayed in the media. I think the far right media has been sort of cooking up this sort of scandalous image of Portland as constantly on fire and full of really aggressive and outrageous people who just want to beat you up for flying an American flag and so forth. And the truth is, every Portlander knows that's not true. Portland is really a city of community and people who love this city, and it's just a shame that we've had to face so many incursions from people who don't even know a lot about us.
Yeah, no, it is interesting to talk. I've gotten a lot of text messages from people over the past several weeks asking if I'm okay, and I'm like, yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah.
It's not the entire city. So what do you plan to do with all of this research that you've compiled?
Well, I've been giving it to journalists, to other academics. It's something that I did as an open source project that I hope will inform people and help people sort of locate danger zones, and also get a sense of various indicators that might lead us to sort of surmise as to what is driving these political conflicts right now.
Okay. Definitely, yeah, and I think that one thing that I've noticed while I've been out on the ground talking to different, people on each side is that they all a lot of times know each other online, and they'll kind of go back and forth on social media, and then it plays out in the streets as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for joining us. I think this is an important topic, especially now as we've been going into 100 days of protests, and of course this past weekend being violent.
Yeah. Thank you. Have a good morning.